Hi there, welcome back to one of my cooking videos. Glad you could join me again. So today I'm going to be cooking something slightly different. I'm going to be trying my own version of a salt and pepper squid. Now I do like salt and pepper squid from the Chinese restaurant, also salt and pepper chips. I'm going to keep a bit of the mixture back. I'm going to do some fries in the air fryer and whack them in with the mixture and see if they come out like the Chinese shop does. Now I normally do sort of frozen thick cut chips, but I've only got fries. I can't be bothered to cook proper chips. Frozen fries are just as good, and I'll see how that goes anyway. It's either going to be a hit or a miss. Hope you enjoyed watching my videos. Hope you enjoyed the last one. Yes, where I looked at a Simply Cook box. So, let me know your impressions of that one. I might, sometime in the future, try HelloFresh just to see how that compares. But anyway, enough of this waffling. So if you do like this stuff, like, subscribe, the old thumbs up, do appreciate it. So let's see the ingredients we are using this week for this salt and pepper squid dish. Right, for this salt and pepper squid, pretty simple ingredients. I've got here 4 squid. They've already been cleaned. I don't know how much that weighs, and I've got the tentacles with them as well. So I'm just going to use 4 squid to start off with. That's all I'm going to use actually. I've got half an onion there, half a small onion which I've just sliced up in just in slices like that. Half a bed pepper, again thinly sliced. Now I'm using 2 bird's eye chilies. I'm going to be using a red bird's eye chili and a green bird's eye chili. Now I've chopped them up. I've taken most of the seeds out, still 1 or 2 there, but I don't think they're going to hurt. 4 cloves of garlic I'm going to be using. And then for the seasoning, when it's all cooked, I've got a teaspoonful there of salt and about 1/4 to 1/2 a teaspoonful there of a white pepper. Now for the batter mix I'm going to be using, I've got here 6 tablespoonfuls there of a plain flour. I've got 3 tablespoonfuls of a corn flour, and I've got about 1/2 teaspoonful of salt in there as well. Now that's going to be mixed up with up to 1/2 cup of water just to make the batter. So what we're going to do first of all, just going to make this batter up first of all. So let's whack all this out of the way. So in this bowl here, just going to put in the flour, corn flour, salt mix in there. Get myself a hand whisk here, and just carefully put this water in there. Give that a good mix up. Now you don't need batter mix here apparently too watery. You want it for more like a sort of claggy mashed potato. It's the best way to describe it, not a sort of firm mashed potato, but a bit more. Yeah, I think that's going to do. You can just see they're dropping off there, look. Yeah, so I think that's going to do. So let's go over to the cooker and get this wok heating up. Well, so jump the gun a little bit there. So the wok is heating up, so while it's warming up on low, we need to prepare this squid. So pat it all down dry with a paper towel. Just slice it in half. I'll just do one. Cut right down to the towel, making sure you've taken the bones out. That big sort of sinewy bone that goes down the middle. And apparently what we do, gonna cut that in half. Now just need to very gently, if you can, don't cut through the squid. Very gently score one way, turn it round and then score the other way. I mean, this isn't very thick squid actually, so I don't know how this is gonna go. That's one done. Just gently score and make sure you don't go through. Turn it round, score the other way. Allegedly this helps it curl up when it's frying, so make sure I don't go through. And that's scored. So I'll just cut them into triangular pieces. And cut them up like that. There you go, little triangular pieces like that. Let's do this one. Cut the towel off. There we go, do them a little bit bigger. Triangular pieces like that, and put them on a plate. So do that to all the squid. And then once I've done that, then we're going over to the wok to cook it. Once I've got the oil heating up, I did read online, the one way to test whether the oil is ready, if you get a wooden chopstick, you can use a bit of bread apparently, just put the end of the tip of that in, and once it starts bubbling, you know it's hot enough. Just like bubbles, I'm going to give it a bit longer. Now hopefully you can't hear too much noise in the background. I have got the air fryer heating up. I actually have got proper normal cut chips in the freezer. I thought they was fries, they're normal chips. I'm going to be using normal frozen chips, normal size for this, but the salt and pepper chips. Hopefully they come out okay. They've never done it before, so fingers crossed. I'll wait for this to heat up a little bit more. That's bubbling nicely, so I think I'm going to give that a chance. So just get one bit of your squiddy diddly there. Anyone remember that program when you was kids? I'm sure it used to be a character called Squiddly Diddly. And then whack them in, just coat each piece, just whack it in there. Oh, they just need 2 to 3 minutes with that. I'm going to quickly get on and do these and come back when they're done. I'll do this in 2 batches, they're not curling up, but they're done. So remove these and I'm going to carry on and do the second batch. Second batch done, so take them out. Let them go. Now apparently the second secret, allegedly, is you turn the heat up on the oil a little bit and then you fry these off a second time. So just going to turn the heat up, then heat up a little more, put them back in to fry them off a second time. Apparently that keeps them nice and moist, allegedly. I think that's heated up enough, so let's whack them all back in together. Fry them back again. Some of them are coming out there, back of there. Let's give them a nice 2 minutes in there, see if they make any difference. Alright, they've got nice and golden, so now it's going to remove these from the pan. And when that's done, we let the pan cool down, and then we can come back and do the rest of the ingredients. Right, a little bit of fresh oil back in that pan. So, onions, and peppers in there, air fry those off. So I'm just going to stir fry them off for about 2 minutes. I'm just going to put in the garlic now and the bird's eye peppers and keep them stirring, let them cook off about a minute. There we go. So I have tried one of these squid things already. There's a little tiny one, look, with a bit of the batter. I mean, they're nice, the batter is lovely and crispy, they haven't curled up, but the batter is very, very crispy. So, there we go. They're done enough. So what we're going to do now, put in the squid back in there. Oops, little one. And just mix them with the peppered onion, garlic, chili peppers, and then sprinkle salt and pepper seasoning mix over the top and stir that in. Right, that's the salt and pepper squid done. I'm going to remove that to onto another plate and leave some of the onion and sliced red pepper mix in there. So there we go. Now on the plate, looking nice and colourful. Now let's get the chips. A bit more oil in this pan. And then whack the chips in there, which are cooked. Now whether this is going to work with the chips, I've got no idea, but let's give it a shot. So, whack the chips in there. And a quick stir in, and this meat should turn the heat up a little bit. And a bit more of that salt and pepper mix over the chips there. So mix those onions, chilies, peppers in with the chips. I will admit, different Chinese, we've had like proper home cooked chips, but it's going to be a bit soggy. We've had obviously frozen chips done with salt and pepper chips, so again, we do your Chinese restaurant do the same. I mean, it looks like salt and pepper chips. Anyway, I think they're done. Let's put them on the plate, and then we're going to serve this up. There we go. Salt and pepper squid, salt and pepper chips. So this is the taste tester. Let's see if they're as good. When they have not curled up like you normally get. It's slightly, this is slightly different batter than what we normally get, but let's give it a shot. The batter's nice and crisp. Oh yeah. Taste the saltiness and taste the heat from them chili peppers as well. A bit of red pepper and onion there. Oh, yeah. Slightly bit too much salt, but the pepper's coming through, the chili's coming through. I'm pretty pleased with that for first attempt. Let's see how the chips have done. There we go. First attempt at salt and pepper chips. Any good? I've got the saltiness there, got the heat there you'd expect from salt and pepper chips, got the pepperiness. Yep. The onion and the red pepper cooked to perfection. You know what, I'm not going to fault that for first attempt. Yeah, squid could have been better, could have curled up, but I don't think that's too bad. What do you reckon? Marks out of 10? Not perfect, I'll admit, but I'd give it 8.5 out of 10 for first effort, so not too bad. And the chips, yeah, they'll come out fine. So anyway, that's it for this week. It's salt and pepper squid with salt and pepper chips. There we go. There we go. One salt and pepper chips with salt and pepper squid. Still eating it. That is nice. There is quite a kick coming now from bird's eye chilies. I didn't put the seeds in there. The only fault I will say, there's slightly too much salt in there. So I will cut back on the salt bit. But overall, the squid, lovely crunch, nice and tender. My first attempt, that's not bad. I'll finish it off in a minute. Anyway, I hope you like enjoying that one. If you did, give it the old thumbs up, say like, subscribe, do appreciate that one. That's enough for this week. So thanks again for watching. Catch you on the next one. Look after yourselves, be kind to one another. Thanks for watching. Catch you again soon. Bye.